Hello, I am Kodili-nye, the son of the wonderful. Welcome back to another round of street vlogging where we discuss issue pertaining to the homeland, and we are a homeland conscious channel, which is what our homeland has been lacking for years. Channels that are really dedicated, not looking for money, but are passionate and pushing for real activism in changing the homeland. This is a channel, and your road and the demand is for you to support us by always tagging the government and the influential people. And what are we talking about today? We are going to talk about the Nnobi city, a priority for Anambra state government under Chukwuma Soludo. The other time, this is the part 2. The other time we did the part 1, and a lot of people has been, some people were in support, some were raising an eyebrow. But today, we are going to explain why it's very, very important. Because from what you have been seeing, you can see that not just Nnobi city that should be a priority. There are a lot of other cities. But one thing unique about these cities they are organically emerging. Even the government has no role to play, because the government is far behind in development of our homeland. Even the older city has not actually received any much touch from the government in terms of town planning and all those things. You know, we are still in stone age when you come to issue with town planning and environment, getting the city up and running with basic amenities that are not a rocket science to provide. But in this case, concerning Nnobi and some of these cities that are emerging organically, you can see that the investors, what I mean investors, the people from those localities, which we will regard as really good investors, are already doing what the government on its own are not doing. But the only thing missing is that there should be a policy formulation. That's why, meaning that the government should wake up quickly before we have issues. That's what why we are talking about it. So in the terms of Nnobi, it's actually overdue that by now the government should have stepped in without further delay, because I know that the town planning in Anambra state is non-existent. On that area, government is not actually working, because if they are working, you will know that the state would have be the best in the whole federation. So, but I would say that there are a lot of things they need to do. But coming to Nnobi city, the people of the city, of that area, which are many of them men and women of timber and caliber, you know about Emeka Abanari, Chief Emeka Abanari, very good guy, and others. Many of them are investing seriously in roads, schools, hospitals, security, investment, CCTV cameras, and halls, so many industries. So in Nnobi now, there are a lot of emerging industries coming up. So what the government, let me talk about what the government need to do now, is to recognize that this is a city that is organically emerging, that it should constitute a town planning authority for that city, because Nnobi on its own is not the one only emerging. It will be emerging with a lot of key towns in that area. Like I said before, Alo, you have Oruku, you have Adaziana, you have Nnokwa, You have as far as even towards Nnobi area. These are emerging cities coming up. So, and Okaiti, all of them are going to be basically a big metropolitan city of Nnobi, including Idan and Uke. So that's what we are talking about, that the government should reconstitute their town planners and also do the local town planning. Where that area, they will have a town planning. They will start map out how the roads can be expanded and mapping out areas to set up industries and trying to beautify this thing. Plan the drainages in this area, which at the moment they've been having issue with erosions because of hazardous planning, how things are done, and that has left the flood water without no other reason not to cause damage. So that's what we are talking about on the side of most of those investors in these communities, Mecca, Habanari, and others that are passionate, like the doctor from America that is building quite a lot of roads in Nnobi and trying to do what the government has not done. They're trying to put water from house to house. You know about also Adaziana. Many of these places are trying to do what government has not done, and government doesn't bother or even ashamed that they have not been able to put water. But what they need to do now is basically get their acts together and say, let's sit down. If the government is not doing their part, let us sit down and plan our town. This is our place. We are going to turn it not just urban area, but we are turning it into a mega city. So now let's plan where to have industrial parks, how to expand the roads, gather those people that are building houses to have a setback. They should have a setback so that people are not building near the roads, because the people in our homeland know there is no existence of government. So most of the time, they take advantage of that, building where they are not supposed to build. But now, in this local community, once the local community set in place, they will now have a law in the local community with a heavy fine and even demolition if the people fail to do that. So they have a proper setback on these roads that the buildings cannot come near this. Those that are there already should remove, and they will have a path where the people can walk easily, which will be something like 7 to 8 feet or 10 feet both sides of the road. And also tree planting, a must that the trees must be planted. And they now start to invest in critical infrastructure in a mega way, like they are doing already, building more hospitals, building more schools, especially boarding schools, and plan to build also nursing colleges, which can attract more jobs, and also putting industrial park, bringing agro processing areas in Nnobi is very, very vital, and also the investment on the Nnobi business area along that Nnewi road, getting a mega shopping mall, which we have discussed already, that the government and other investors are looking at, putting a mega structures there, acquiring the area in combination with the government or on their own, paying compensation and getting things up and running, putting CCTV cameras and putting other things in play. This will actually enhance the viability of the great Nnobi city and make it #1 in the whole country. I don't know what you think about that. We might do 3 of this, but I am still Kodili-nye, the son of wonderful. Go to the comment section. Let us continue the engagement, and God bless you. Bye.